Oh, hey up, it's Phineas Drabley here. I just thought to come at you with a wee recollection of my former neighbour down Roker Avenue there, lass by the name of Miss Blewitt. Don't ask her first name, that would be going too far, but just very quickly to wrap things up and not to drag on, as it were. Well, our missus there, well, one day sitting in her kitchen, the sun come up over the North Sea, the pier there, and as it does, it went up in the sky, and things became a bit less drab, a bit less grey, so to speak, and she was sat there. She'd been tippling all blood and night, and she was feeling pretty fancy in her way, if you catch my drift. And she's thought to herself, I used to be a young lass of great standing and classy values, if not looks. And there she went on, reminiscing to herself about former days past. And all of a sudden, her husband, old Stan, come traipsing downstairs in their semi-attached, and he says, "Woman, where's the blood and where's the blood and bacon and eggs? I can't smell no buggering shite cooking here. What the blood and hell worth are you?" And there she was sitting there, smoking a fag. It were her 10th, since 3 in the morning, as she could recollect, or I could. But don't ask us much. We won't go into that jazz. But she was sitting there, smoking a fag, and dreaming she says, "Is that our Stan?" And old Stan says, "Of course it is, you blood and old slag. Where's my fucking breakfast?" "I'll get you your breakfast," as if in dream. Old Miss Blewitt, she sat up well, she didn't she just sat up, plain and simple. And she went sauntering over, once again like in dream. She was in a dream state, let's get this clear. "I'll get your blood and bacon and eggs on the fry there, Stan, Stan." So she goes, And Stan was just stood there, staring, rubbing his forehead from his blood and Newcastle brown that previous evening. And he didn't think anything of it as old Mrs. came at him, once again dreamily. "Here's your blood and breakfast, you old bastard." Bang! And that was the end of old Stan. And now Miss Blewitt, she commenced once again to sat her widely proportioned arse down the before the window there, and stoked up another old fag, and "I used to be a beautiful lass in my youth. I had all perspective laid out before me. I had men adoring me down Roker Avenue and that, even up the High Street. I'd go into Marks and Sparks. I wouldn't have to lift a baked bean can from the shelf. There'd always be some young man there to do it for me." And so she went on. And that's a sad story of the demise of Stan and our Miss Blewitt, who literally blew it. You can find her this day down Mock Weymouth at the old unmentionable establishment, as it were. Hey up!